Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It is 2023. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is episode 36 of COPICafe. Rob
Yep.
Gregg here with Josh Jones. I'm Josh. Good to see you all. And yeah, I guess since it's the first episode of 2023, we thought it might make sense to talk through a little bit of 2022 and some significant accomplishments and progress that we've made overall. And I think oh boy, what's that noise? You got a lot of noises going on already today. Oh, don't worry, I haven't forgotten that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Rob. Here's the deal. You ready? I don't know why you keep stroking your microphone, but it's disturbing. I have a feeling that was your challenge. So I have a drink. I guarantee you can't guess what it is. If you guess what my drink is, I don't know. I'll allow you to choose something really crazy that I have to do in an episode, and I can't ever tell anyone.
What color is it? Do I get a clue?
No clues.
Does it look like mud?
All right, I'll give you a color. It's bluish.
Bluish. Is it a Waterloo? Is it a blueberry Waterloo?
No, it's not a Waterloo. It is definitely not, and you don't get to pick anything that I do. Unfortunately, there's no way you would have ever got it. I could have promised you millions and millions of dollars, but I didn't do that either. I am drinking a Bob Ross positive energy drink. You see Bob there?
An energy drink as well. Bob Ross does energy drinks now. That's a picture of health, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Well, I am, a new year. I needed a bit more room to have some meetings.
That was a stocking stuffer from my wife, by the way. So yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Stocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've moved downstairs now. I've upgraded to the nursery.
So what? You're now underground, or
Yeah,
you're downstairs? You're just downstairs.
Yeah, I'm downstairs now.
Okay, gotcha. Very cool. I like it. Interesting space. So what are you drinking?
So today I have milk. However, I'm going to turn it into a milkshake. Nesquik, and I'm going to wake up the milk. Right in front of your eyes, I will transform this, although the microphone might get in the way.
Wait, why on earth are we watching this?
Right now I'm stuck.
What's going on here, man? All right. So, great. He's transforming his drink right in front of our eyes. It's chocolate milkshake. And okay, enough with the audio. I know that was your challenge. It was something related to your challenge. Okay, before we bore people out of their minds with our idiocy, let's go ahead and talk about some stuff that we did this year.
Okay.
Sound good? All right. Quarter one, I think we had 18 employees at that point.
We started the year, we started.
Yeah, started last year with 18 employees. So quarter one of 2022, that was what we were working with, and we did our first NFT, which was the Bubble Jet Sprinter, on the back of March 4th, 2022, somewhere around there. Yep. Okay, so that was that was still January, February, March, still Q1, and that went really well. It was with Derp, so our friends at Derp Birds helped us to do that. They did a great job on that sale with us and helped us with the NFT marketplace tech.
It was crazy that it was almost since we'd started and then we formed the company. It was just about 13 months before we did our first NFT sale. So a lot of planning. We didn't just jump straight into it. A lot of planning.
Yes, it was. and risk with that too, because I mean the market was really starting to turn around November, I
Yeah,
think.
and we were working on our marketplace at that
21.
time, but when Dirtbirds came across and they said, look, we've got a marketplace as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, we brought it forward. So I
Yeah.
mean that was great.
Second sale was the NFT Javelin sale, and that one that was PTS. I still have PTSD from that sale. That was brutal. 6 hours of us in the war room trying to figure out what was going wrong.
Yeah,
Um, and it was tough, a learning lesson. So we gave all those away to the community, so everybody got a free javelin, which are
yeah.
still, I think, the floor price of those are still doing pretty well in secondary,
I
which
know.
is
So I
cool.
think of all our NFTs, it's the one that's most distributed across holders.
That would make sense too,
Mm.
because yeah, everybody got them free. Um, and then yeah, COPICafe launched 26th of March.
Wow.
Uh,
Who knew we'd
So we're
still be
coming up
going?
on a year after that, and
That's
it's a
crazy.
promise that sometimes I feel um, sometimes I really wish I didn't make it because it's really hard sometimes to squeeze in an episode. We have so little time, and it becomes stressful trying to think of okay, what all should we cover? What can we cover? What can we not cover? Because it's leaking things too soon. It's just
Yeah.
it's a
But I
challenge to
think
be this transparent with you guys on what we have going on. So
I think last year was, yeah, because we, everything was so new. We were building the team, we were building the game, and we were kind of low on artwork because we were still on UE4 and and then we eventually moved over to UE5 and we were through that learning curve. However, I think this year there's going to be a lot more visuals that we can share starting pretty soon. So we're really going to ramp those up now that we've almost finished Solace.
yes, we are. Lots. I think this is going to be a year of delivery for us in
Hmm.
so many ways. Launch some racing game,
2023 is the
launch some
year of the
mobile.
corn.
Yeah, the year of the corn. I agree. Meme it, guys. Meme it. 2023, year of the corn. Meme contest. We'll give away an NFT. Just
Ooh,
announce that right now. There we go.
there's a leak.
2023, year of the corn meme contest. Make it funny, make it fun, whatever you want to do. Let's see. Whoever wins gets an NFT of some sort. All right. We love getting your community participation on stuff. So there you go, guys. Have fun with that. All right. Let's move into Q2. We're up at 23 employees at that
Hmm.
point.
Yeah, we took on
Um,
another 5 people.
yep. And we did our free bubble jet for the OGs.
I remember it well because we I think we'd said that we were going to do the OG first, and people were saying when are we going to get the OG and when we get the OG, and we actually did the other bubble jet first because we had kind of like technical difficulties, but we eventually figured out how to do the rolls, and that was
Mhm.
kind of the delay of getting out the free OG, but
Yeah.
it came, and I know it was amazing.
You know what? I really want to get. So we didn't talk about this for the website redesign, which is currently happening. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen it yet, but it is yeah, it's comparable to the quality that you're used to seeing from us branding wise. It represents what we've done quite well, but we need to get a timeline of significant date points, kind of like what you've put together here for notes for this episode for us to talk through and things like that. But a timeline of all these different events that
Hmm.
we can um, put up for everybody to see. Not the roadmap, but rather like a delivery. Well, it could be integrated with the
Yeah.
roadmap, but something visual. Um, just to say, well, we'll talk about that later. That's for another time. What else do we do? Kopi Wiki launch. That was huge. You put a ton of work into that. We
Yeah,
all did, but you put the 90% kind of there, if not
we
more.
haven't stopped since. But I think we launched originally. We had about 300 pages, and we took about 100 of those out. So we ended up with 200 pages. It was updated, or it still is being updated weekly.
Hmm.
Um, we did an update quite recently, actually, but Yeah, I think it's been a huge success. It's achieved what I wanted it to achieve in the short term,
Hmm.
um, of showing off what we can do with the game, also having a history and having the status. So I think, yeah, I can see it expanding in the future to thousands of pages. But I think we're just over 300 at the moment. So I think so we're roundabout back where we started, but we've still got tons of content that we took out that we're putting back in slowly.
Yeah, yeah, it's great, and we're revising our process for how we release that information so that the whole team, the devs, any updates they get. There's a system for it so that the team
Mhm.
can review it, make sure we're all on the same page about something before we make anything public, which I think that's coming along. It's a good process. We did our first charity NFT sale
Yeah,
to test NFT to tree series, which planted over 100,000 trees and well over that at this point because royalties from that have been pretty significant as well.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Both of those. Well, we did two, didn't we? We did series one and series two when we were tested. That was the start of testing our in-house built marketplace.
yeah,
Those were with Veritri. Um, we were introduced to them by the Cardano Foundation.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, those two particular mints were in Africa.
yeah, yeah. And I think we did one somewhere else, but yeah, those two particular mints were in Africa, and they helped us to test our platform. So
Yeah,
we worked with Dirt for a period, then we decided. Well, actually, we didn't decide at that time. We had been building our own
but yeah,
NFT
it was now
marketplace because
ready. Yeah,
we've needed it. Knew we needed it all along because we also need a storefront in which where you can buy and trade within
yeah,
there as well. But they, you know, our team that was working on that really did an incredible job. We needed to test that platform. The tree test was how we did it, and it worked really well, which enabled us to do the theme zone
yeah.
land sale.
I mean, it was a challenge. How do you kind of get to test to test with I put some demand on the system. Say it has to be a real test, but it has to be also be worthwhile. So I think coming up with the idea of doing the charity mint and having a really low value, it worked out really, really well for us. I mean, it's spot on with our ethos anyway, because
Yeah,
because you grow your stake and you've been planting building wells
building
in
wells.
Africa,
Yeah,
so it was definitely on brand. And yeah,
yeah,
it
we
was
need to get a
great.
few more of those out as well. So
Mm.
that's going to be fun to do this year, and we'll have a Kopi Cares page on
Yeah.
our website that we're going to build up and show you guys how we're giving back in a variety of ways as well. Um, we will do that as we have good knowledge of our runway and ability to continue operations, but we also want to be a part of something that's helping others as well. So, very cool. So, we can't go into too much detail on that. Let's see what else we should cover. Consensus, we did the racing, first public appearance of the racing game. Um, we did the Manchester workshop. That was great. Where
Yeah.
some of us went and got together in Manchester, got to see some of your hometown, little tour around there, and then
Yeah.
also visited a pretty sweet university that we got a partnership we need to revisit the potential of. I don't know that we've ever talked about that. I didn't announce any names. Uh,
No, no, we've not. We've definitely not mentioned that.
yeah, actually, I think we did at one point.
No.
I'm pretty sure we mentioned some of that. We just didn't give details of who they are and what the deal is. Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Okay.
Um, so either way, there's no details revealed, but we have a university that we're going to be able to do some cool stuff with at some point.
Yeah,
So
and it's not the University of Luxembourg. Well, I
should
mean,
we?
we are partnered with them. It's a
Oh yeah,
UK
yeah,
based.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not um,
EBU.
that one, the EBU, correct. Um, okay, so what else? Stake pool launch, August 3rd.
Yeah, that was
That's
in
Q2,
Q3.
Q3.
Yeah, and that's when we did. Yeah, I mean the stake pool for me was one of the fastest growing non-ISPO stake pools that I've seen on Cardano. I mean we raced up to 50 million almost immediately, didn't we? And it just went from strength to strength. I mean the community support of the stake pool was just amazing, and I think now I probably need to bring the stats up, but I know we've done over 1,100 blocks, which is incredible.
1,100 blocks. Jeez, that makes me want to celebrate. Happy New Year! Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year. I'm sorry, I missed that cue then because I was just about to bring it up.
What
Let me
queue?
have a look. I'm sure Mark will bring it up in
What queue are we
full
speaking
screen.
of here?
So let's have a look. Number of blocks. 30. Oh, we just done 36 blocks this epoch, which I mean is incredible. So yeah, so 1,273 blocks.
Yeah, you know what? And so, for all
Amazing.
of you that are still staking with us, we thank you so much for that. You're helping support the Cardano blockchain and the ecosystem security. We're all playing a part in a blockchain that we really believe in. So, thanks for your support, and we're glad that you're involved with us in that. And I think a lot of people earned a lot of rewards from it as well. Obviously, the return on ADA, the staked amount is pretty solid there, and so that's great. That's
Yeah,
Cardano's way
it's
of rewarding. Yeah.
done rewards every single epoch,
Hmm.
and on average it's 30 or 40 blocks per epoch. An epoch is every 5 days. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's beyond our wildest dreams. How well the stake pool's doing, and it's still a single stake pool. At one point, it got to really high saturation, but we definitely resisted from opening up a new stake pool. So currently, we are still a single stake pool.
Yeah, and it's not an I. This isn't an ISPO type of thing. It never
No,
was. You get your ADA. I don't know if I don't know where the Copy rewards are at. I think that might have been done with, or there's maybe very little left. I'm not sure what's up with that. But you've
sure.
always gotten ADA the entire time. It wasn't
Yeah,
ever a ISPO model where we take huge fees or any of that. It's
no,
comparable to all the other pools. So anyway,
no. I think
it's
it's
done quite
important
well.
if you grow in a project on Cardano, one way of giving back is to be a stake pool and help it to be decentralized. I mean, obviously, there's an advantage that you get a small bit of ADA
Yes,
to
and
fund
it's
your project, obviously. But I mean, yeah, don't forget the bigger picture that
yeah, but that compared to what we need and what our
yeah,
whole
it is tiny.
it's
Yeah.
tiny, yeah. But it is it's still a success. We're participating in the ecosystem, and
Mhm.
that's what it's
Yeah.
really about. So
And we've done that also when we talk about the bridge that we built later on, and some of the community members that we took on board uh, as our employees. So, I mean, yeah, I think we've given a lot back to Cardano.
yeah, absolutely. That bridge was been that's a huge deal. We should talk a little bit about that. Was that in Q3 or 4? Bridge was
I
probably
think that was on
Q4.
Halloween, wasn't it? We launched
Yeah,
that
that
on
was
Halloween, so that
Q4.
was
Yeah.
31st of October.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so also in Q3, the charity NFT to Tree Series 3, we did our custom dome NFT sale.
Yep.
We
Yep. The charity
started our
sale.
staking program with the javelins and the
Yeah,
land
the
and the
I'm gonna
sprinters.
say the charity sale for those trees, again, that was with Veritree. That was in British Columbia. That was in Canada. So we
Yeah,
we moved away from Africa because we didn't want to just kind of seem to be supporting one area. We wanted some variance in there, and I know quite a few of our community members are actually from British Columbia, and they've actually recommended that, and yeah,
yeah,
spot on.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
on Veritree's list.
Yep. And then we also did the staking to earn staking program with the NFTs, the land sprinters and javelins.
Yep.
The sprinters and javelins are through DERP, but that didn't occur until the fourth quarter, I don't think.
Okay.
But the land did occur. So the sprinters and javelins are getting rewards from if they're staked on DERP's platform or whatever.
Yep.
But more is to come with that for sure.
We've still got the custom dome staking to come. That's still mentioned in our
still to
staking
come
page.
as well. Yes, agreed. Yep. And then so we've got Q4 CNFT Con. That was amazing.
Yeah, Q4 was just amazing. We'd grown to about 27 employees at that time, haven't we? Yeah, and right at the start, we had those crazy 12 days of tour in America.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was fun and a lot of work, pretty intense, crazy hours those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In preparation for CNFTCon, in preparation for how we, just logistics around Rare Bloom. We didn't participate as much in Rare Bloom, but we went and got to meet with a lot of people, and there were a lot of meetings that happened in Rare Bloom. It was great to not have a booth actually, and to be able to participate more with vendors and partners and not have to manage the booth, because the booth management it's a lot. That's a full-time deal.
Yeah, and it was really expensive as well to set up all the graphics and hire the televisions. I mean, it was actually cheaper to buy televisions than it was to hire them, but you can't put them on the plane.
Yeah, which is odd. We're looking at changing some of that strategy for this year. But I will say this: the expense for CNFTCon and Rare Bloom, well worth it. Nothing near a normal conference expense, like if we were to set up with a conference that's been going for a long time sort of thing. It's nothing like that, but it was significant cost. Well worth it though, because we got to reveal and we got to get our game in people's hands. The racing game and Solace. People got to explore Solace, not playing the game as it will be, but rather they get to run around in the land, look for Farmer Joe at the campfire, which is
they saw the graphics. They saw the it's
saw
all
the
real.
Graphics, and they saw it. Yeah, and it's just it loses quality by the time that you especially if you're streaming something or whatever. But when you see it there face to face, it's pretty remarkable.
You see how responsive the racing game was, which was by then was UE5, and we had queues, quite big queues at some points during that 2-day event. There was a red carpet as well. It was great to have a little red carpet. I mean, we didn't have the red carpet. It was just there, and even yesterday, people were sharing images from CNFTCon. You see images in Discord nearly every day. It's one of those events that will forever stick in everybody's, and they just can't wait for this year now.
Yeah, completely agree. And this year, we haven't established our plans exactly, but we'll have a lot for sure. This is a year of delivery for us, so it's the year of the corn.
It's got to be bigger and better.
Yeah, it does. There's no pressure. So the Chainport Bridge, Rare Bloom. I guess. Look, highlight our NFT. We'll get to the highlight in a second. The NFT marketplace update. Now we can accept Copi token. That's proven. So that'll help with some of our partner sales this year as massive. We're able to get to those.
And we were on Metaverse Monday, weren't we? This week with J Crypto and Subcritical, and I think they said there that we were, if not the first, one of the very first marketplaces to accept a Cardano native token in Copi, and we also support other tokens. So we're bringing real infrastructure again through there, and I think it's It's so important to know that we have constantly delivered throughout last year, not anything that people can have in their hands permanently because we're still building the game, but you're going to see the fruits of those labors and this year when we have lots of deliveries this year.
Yeah, and I think that this episode was more about reflecting on the past. We'll talk a
Yeah.
little bit about stuff to
Mm.
come, but next week we need to really go through a detailed what's to come for 2023.
Yeah.
Talk through some of the stuff that we haven't planned because there's a lot, and it's going to be very exciting. We want you guys to hang in there with us and participate and be
Yeah.
involved and all of that good stuff because it is going to be amazing. But we did the bobblehead series, so that was um,
Brilliant. Yeah. Well,
it's great. It's fun. The
Well,
bobblehead series.
when David showed us the the bobbleheads of Farmer Joe, we were like, "Wow, they just look so real."
Yeah, they're great.
We've got this is not a leak. This is just a note to self. We've got to somehow create a physical version of a bobblehead. I don't know how we do it, but we
Oh, we'll figure it out.
I want one.
Contact a toy manufacturer and figure it out.
Yeah,
When the time is right, we'll do something like that.
yeah,
Absolutely, and it would be very limited potentially, and it would be about testing and finding the right manufacturer,
yeah,
and then potentially going into physics. I think that's like 3-4 years out, to be
yeah.
honest.
It'd just be a bit of
But
fun. But I mean, yeah,
oh, it'd be a
you know,
lot of fun.
yeah,
Absolutely, stocking. I want a bobblehead stocking stuffer. Come on,
yeah, definitely. I've got a
absolutely.
lot of shells, but a lot of
Collector's
room
items.
for more shells behind me. I want some bobbleheads all the way around.
Yeah, absolutely. We will do that. It's going to happen. Well, there's going to be other physical items that we'll do as well,
Yeah,
without a doubt. Last up, Cheeky Racing Suit. So that NFT is actually giving. There's some cool utility we announced today. I
yeah,
think that went out on Discord. I haven't had a chance to check that yet, but utility to that suit on the Cheeky Crypto side. So it's giving you access to sales that they early seed rounds and things like that from the Cheeky community. So that's
yeah,
all completely associated with them. A lot of fun that you can have there, but it gives you access to some club that they've got going where you could participate in early NFT sales or seed rounds of different projects, which is pretty
yeah,
cool. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, if you're going to be racing those javelins at that kind of speed, you're going to need a suit.
that too. Obviously, the utility within the game, and it looks pretty remarkable, as you'll see shortly with a few leaks that we're going to share. But
Hmm.
before we go into the leaks, highlight of the year, what is it for you, Rob? Ours,
Um,
we're in agreement on it, but what? How would you explain?
yeah. I mean, I've got a few highlights. I mean, the the team that we put together, meeting those guys. We met them first in Manchester, and then CNFTCon. You know that
Hmm.
that was amazing. A lot of people we hadn't met before. What they've helped us build. Um, but then CNFTCon itself, meeting the community, having Charles play the game, just everything to do with that 12 days of
Hmm.
it just felt like a coming of age for our project. Here's the team, here's the games, here's Charles, here's the community, here's the guilds, here's another guild that formed on the day, here's a big event where you can all come and have a drink with us, and we all shared stories. We all
Hmm.
we all we had a good laugh together. We partied. We met lots of other projects there as well. It was just, yeah. I mean, you're going to find something hard to beat that 12 days for me.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I would say it just yeah, almost the same way. I think it's the highlight for me is the people,
Yeah,
and the people being our team, the people being the different projects we worked with, the people being that we met physically, at CNFTCon, the people in our communities, that we communicate with in Discord, etc. The people that have participated in so many sales with us, Charles coming and playing the game, everybody coming and playing the game. That there was lines of people to play the game, getting to reveal our product, a small part of our product. I should say a very small part of, but getting people the ability to see that what we're doing is real. And
I'm meeting Tim Harrison, David Taylor, Jay
a
Crypto,
lot of
Scruffy.
influencers that we got to meet. Just the people overall, the people are just all people. It's been an amazing experience. We brought a lot of people together.
Our new cameraman Fareed.
Yeah, that was fun.
Rare Bloom, our special episode there. Yeah, I mean, it was just, there's lots of names that we can go through, but I mean, it was just, it was incredible. And I wish I had a copy for every time somebody asked me what I was drinking.
I know, it's crazy. We're going to drive people nuts with that. We might need to should we change it for 2023? So what are you snacking on? No, I don't know. I'm just thinking dumb. I'm just
snacked way too much over Christmas.
Did you? Yeah, I did too, for sure. I gained a few. Been hitting the gym hard, prepping for staying fit, mentally fit. Lots of stuff. Lots of goals for 2023 for me. I don't know about you, but we've got a lot we've got to pull off, especially on the Cornucopia side.
Well, I mean,
we need about 20 planning sessions right now.
We definitely need planning sessions. We have lots. We've got lots to reveal already. I'm definitely keeping tight-lipped on some of the stuff that we're working in terms of.
Okay, look, so.
But
so much great stuff coming this year. The website redesign with the dashboard, with the gamification of education system, all of that is just one segment that a lot of people, nobody's really seen any of that. Yeah. So I can't wait to unfold that to the community because there's some really powerful stuff in there. And it allows me to feel more free to ramp up our marketing as well, because it's just, I haven't felt like we're the website and some of that is reflective of where we are. And that's going to be more reflective of where we are. So people will get the true introduction, so to speak, which is great. That's going to just, I cannot wait for that. But, releasing the racing game, releasing the mobile game, someone David did. I wish we could have shown the video today of what David showed us.
what we saw today was just, usually when you release software, you go for like an MVP, the minimum that you can get. What we saw today was not a minimum. That was so many bells and whistles. That was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it was a full experience. He gave us some of the experience of the game loop that's being worked on traveling to Solace and what is involved in that, and how
I think we can talk about it because I mean we've done leaks.
Well, we leaked the hangar. But there's a whole experience from hangar to getting into Solace that he showed us. That was just.
I mean, let's talk about, because I was so excited about it. So we saw the entrance into the hangar. There was 3 entrances. The first entrance was for public transport to go in, and it came into the hangar, and then it came out the other end. So that was kind of like a U. And then in the middle, that's where people's javelins and bubble jets would go in. Mm-hmm. So you came in there. When you got into the kind of like the entry tube, then the gravity machine took over then. So because we don't want people crashing into other people, and then that landed the machine. You get out then of your vehicle, and where your vehicle's parked, I'm not going to spoil it, but the way that then gets parked is flipping amazing.
Vehicle storage is amazing. Then it takes you pop onto a walkway
Yeah.
If you want to
You can
conserve
walk if
energy,
you
because
want.
there are character needs, you can walk, but you can also
Yeah.
conserve energy. Pop onto like one of those walkway things that you often
Yeah.
see at an airport, which is pretty cool. That takes you to the next phase where you go up a level, right?
Well,
And
then
you're
you're
in
in
like a
the big,
lobby
yeah,
welcome area.
the lobby area, which is themed, depending which theme you're in. There's various shops in there. I think I saw a COPICafe. I could be wrong. It
You did
looked
see
like
a Kobe Cafe, and
there
we
was a
will do.
place for it.
We'll figure out a way to do a Kobe
Yeah,
Cafe from there for sure at
and
some point.
and then yeah, you then go up a lift, and you're then in the subway, and then you
Mhm.
wait for the subway to arrive. Then that opens up with gull wings. You climb onto the subway. There's no loading screens or cutscenes. This is all completely seamless. You then travel to whichever.
No. There's a
No,
loading screen once you enter Solace. Yes, there's a
I,
loading screen because it has to load at that point.
well, that all happens later on.
No, it
The,
happens before you go into Solace. Before it
yeah, but
loads Solace first story.
we haven't got to Solace yet. We're still
Okay.
underneath.
Oh, okay. Good.
We're in the hangar. Yeah,
Okay.
so you go on the subway. You then travel, which was somewhere between a 20 and 30-second journey.
Hmm.
And I just thought that was simulated, the background going behind
Yeah.
you and pretend, but it's not. David zoomed out and you see the whole thing. So you are actually traveling underneath Solace. And then that opens, and then again you're in another area, and then you step out of that area there. There may be a loading screen there, or they may hide that while he's loading. I don't know. I mean, it's not released yet, so
Yeah.
David,
We don't know
he will
exactly
try
where it's
and
going.
make it all invisible.
Yeah.
But then you come out of the or like the station,
Hmm.
and you're there in Solace. I mean, it's a journey, but I mean, it's an amazing journey on the way.
Yeah.
What
It's
I mean,
great. It's
it's a
gonna.
game within itself.
It's so fun.
It's
Yeah.
so epic.
Yeah.
And then you have 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers
And
Solace, which we just released some gameplay. Maybe you go into an unsafe zone. That I was so excited. I mean, I wanted to talk about the influence and sphere and the safe zones for
well,
months and months, but we finally released
and
that just before Christmas.
he also showed us that grid system. It was a 3D grid system, which we wanted to leak today, but he didn't send that for a leak. But the 3D grid system over Solace,
Oh yeah,
where he
yeah,
could assign developers, okay, go, we need you to work on section A3. And then the developers that enables us to scale and work on the land as in the areas that need attention, right? So
yeah.
it's a great
That
system.
it's
It's custom
genius.
for us,
Imagine like a chess set above on Solace. So it
like
won't
a
be in the
grid.
final.
Yeah,
Won't be in the final game as such. But
no,
the testers will, and we'll have them. That they'll be assigned via rarity. We will say, because they'll all be organized. We'll say,
yeah,
look, you go to A4 and you go and test that kind of 1 kilometer area, and then another team can go somewhere else. Because imagine testing an 8 kilometer by 8. I mean, where do you start? Well,
yeah.
he's created this genius place where we know exactly where to start, and we can pinpoint if we find any bugs. And I mean,
Uh,
wow, we're going to need that, because we're going to have quite a few of those, a few Solace 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah,
5, Esperanza,
yes.
Fortuna, and to have that play, it is absolute genius.
Yeah, it's going to be incredibly helpful for improving each area piece by piece, just for
Yeah.
guiding people, etc. It's a great system. Enables us to work on a huge amount of space. Our lands are not small, but you know I don't know that anybody's calculated the square footage of the largest game in the world in terms of square footage. But I'm pretty sure that by the time that we've built all of what we have in our vision, it
Well,
will be.
we're getting up there, yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we could have the minimum we're going to have for each of our theme zones is 5 of them, so that each of them are going to have at least 5 maps. You know, so there's, eventually there will be 12 zones. So that is 12 times 5, which is 60. So the minimum we're going to have is 68 kilometers by 8 kilometers. We may have some more. And then on top of that, we're going to have the city, which is huge in itself. Then on top of that, we've got all the home bubbles. Then we've got all the custom bubbles. Then we've got the megadomes. Then we've got the and then we've got the and the it's bonkers. It's bonkers what's coming.
What?
Absolutely massive.
What's that? What do we have there? I'm sorry.
You know what? You could get lost. I should say you could get lost in our game somewhere.
Yeah. Was that part of your challenge? I'm dying to know what your challenge was. I think yours was say Happy New Year every segment, but
Yeah,
we'll
Happy
see.
New Year.
Happy New Year. That's great. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay,
David will know
so
what I'm talking about.
all right, we're at leak time. People have heard enough of our banter at this point. A lot of amazing stuff.
No, they haven't heard enough, because now that Mark puts the things down the side, they've just skipped all this rubbish. They've just gone straight to the leaks. I know how it works.
That's what I would do. I mean, okay. All right, here we go. Got some leaks for you guys. Let's talk about this. Whoa. Okay. This was part of what he was showing me today. So you're not going to see the glory of what David showed us, but he had 5 or 6 different vehicles up there. This one in particular, and he was showing us the lighting kits for all of them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's insane. I cannot wait. But this one, this is one of the views you'll be able to have when you're racing.
This definitely does not look like
camera views.
It does not look like a javelin or a bubble jet, does it?
No.
Quite
amazing.
What other images have you got?
I wonder where the bobbleheads are going to go in here.
On this one,
might have to stick it to the
I won't. It won't, because this. I mean, this. Oh, there we go. So okay, so this. I mean, can we say what this vehicle is? I think we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
please,
as we've always said, you don't need an NFT to race in our games. So this is the free version of the flying vehicle. It won't look as slick as this when it's finished, because this is almost like when you go to a go-kart track. You know, you just get a random number and you all sit in it, and it's had 1,000 people in it before. It's a little bit beat up. It'll have scratches and all kinds of things on it. So this is what that is. You need a racing suit for it.
As you guys know, the NFT offerings that we've done sales on, those are very limited in nature. This is not. This is going to be anybody can race with this. That sort of thing. And the NFTs will have XP points and other benefits associated with
it. Yeah, I mean the NFTs are
utility. Yeah. So and then we have a final view here.
There we go.
Of it. He didn't give us the light kit shots, but those were quite remarkable. I'm very excited. I can't wait to show you guys.
Everyone will get to race this, so don't worry if you have an NFT or not. You'll get to race
You'll all
this.
get to try this out, sure.
It's not as fast as some of the the rare vehicles, but I mean it looks pretty. I feel like I'm playing it down. I'm not playing it. I mean, look at that. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it is quite amazing. And I don't know. Are you sure that that's true about the speed?
Yeah. Well, they will come in different classes. I don't think this is the last.
There's different attributes associated with each NFT.
Yeah. I mean, that's got a nice little roll cage inside it. Yeah, I think the roll cages in the bubble jets, they're hidden in the design, aren't they? But this is very much kind of like a raw one.
Yeah. I love it. Beautiful work as usual. And that whole tour this morning of what's been going on with the art team.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to start revealing more of what's happening. It's going to be
the amount of artwork that has gone into that hangar and the subway, and then you come out of the subway and the lights and in the interior and the gull wings and the animation and the hangar and the ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. Really cool. Absolutely. Well, I think that's it. That's all we have for you. Next week we will talk quite a bit more about what's coming this year. We'll get a little bit more detail out to you,
Mhm.
and kind of give you a general view of how we're looking at this year and what we're most excited about. And we'll get into that a little bit more. But yeah, thanks for watching. Happy New Year to everyone
Happy New
in our
Year.
community. 2023. It's going to be a fun year. We hope it's going to be a tough year. Crypto and the markets are bearish, tough times
Yep.
around for a lot of people. Hang in there with us and watch what we're building. We really appreciate you guys. Like Rob and I said, you are the highlight of what we're doing. Getting to see the joy on your faces at CNFT Con, the joy that many of you have experienced in just in our positive community, our culture. It's so much fun. So yeah, thank you all, and we'll see you next episode.
Bye bye.